Steph Curry the greatest point guard of all time?
He's the greatest shooter I've ever seen. And he's a hell of a player. He's a great player. Fuck best shooter, fuck best point. He's the greatest. He's one of the greatest players that ever graced this game. And I don't think we probably will ever see this again. So we better, let's appreciate this window of what we have with Steph.
I got Steph in my top 5. I actually got Steph number 3.
List.
I don't. But when I say my list, you'll know why. You're not gonna like list after I say my list. My top 5 is Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, Bron, and Magic Johnson.
That's a hell of a list.
But that's in order.
Yeah, but that's a hell of a list though. Yeah. I don't like saying the list because
no, when you say it, it's different.
Yeah, I don't like saying
it. You say it's on ESPN.
They're gonna be mad.
That's right, why he got him on there? That's crazy. I said, shit, niggas don't care. You saying I don't Carmelo, so that's
like you said, certain people don't deserve on lists.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's hard because if you really put those certain people on the list, you covering 3-4 spots already in the 5. So it's like some people just keep off the list.
And I look at people who changed the game.
Culture.
Culture. Michael Jordan changed the culture of the game. There was about 20 other Michael Jordans, probably more, not after Michael. Not there was no Michael, but you know what I mean. People they would say, oh, he's like Mike, he's like Mike.
Yeah.
Steph is the same way. Steph has changed all basketball.
Let me tell you something.
Men's basketball, women's basketball,
bro.
Everything.
They were saying Michael's the next Dr. J.
Dog, and all these little white kids want to shoot 30-foot threes from half court. Cut it out.
Steph Curry is not just a basketball player. He is a generational icon, a revolutionary force who has transformed the way the game is played, understood, and celebrated. With unparalleled precision, unmatched skill, and a relentless drive to push boundaries, Curry has firmly established himself as one of the greatest shooters and ball handlers in the history of basketball. To categorize him simply as a shooter or a point guard is to diminish the magnitude of his contributions. Curry deserves recognition as one of the top 5 players to ever step onto the hardwood. His shooting precision has made him a phenomenon, but his impact extends far beyond the arc. Steph Curry is basketball's great disruptor, and his influence on the game is seismic. This discussion isn't just about his greatness, it's about his place in the pantheon of basketball legends. Can we afford not to see Curry as a transformative force? And if so, are we adequately acknowledging the singular brilliance we are witnessing? Carmelo Anthony's words on Steph Curry have sent shockwaves through the basketball world. On the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast, Melo declared, "He's not just the best shooter. He's not just the best point guard. He's one of the greatest players to ever grace this game. I don't think we'll ever see this again." Anthony's statement reflects more than admiration. It's a rallying cry for fans, analysts, and historians alike to recognize Curry's unparalleled influence. Melo's choice of words reveals a profound truth. Curry is not a player you measure by conventional metrics or box into traditional roles. His greatness demands its own category. Melo also touched on Curry's influence beyond the court. Young players today aren't just trying to dunk like Michael Jordan or dominate like Shaquille O'Neal. They're trying to shoot like Steph. His form, his range, and his control have become the gold standard for aspiring athletes. Melo's insistence on Curry's singularity underscores how unique his contributions truly are. But why does Melo feel this way? To understand, we must delve into Curry's transformative performances that left even his peers in awe. The 2024 Paris Olympics will forever be remembered as a pivotal chapter in Steph Curry's career. For years, Curry's absence from international tournaments had left a void in his otherwise impeccable resume. But when he joined Team USA in Paris, he made a definitive statement not just about his skill, but about his ability to lead on the global stage. Curry's performances were nothing short of legendary. In the semifinals against a formidable Serbian team, he exploded for 36 points, sinking shot after shot with a precision that left opponents helpless. In the finals against France, Curry demonstrated his leadership under immense pressure, scoring 24 points and dictating the game's pace. These weren't just basketball games, they were masterclasses. Curry's ability to control the narrative of each possession, showcased a deeper understanding of the game, a cerebral dominance that few players in history have achieved. His gold medal, the first of his career, was more than an accolade. It was a symbolic culmination of years of excellence, resilience, and dedication. It silenced critics who dared question his ability to perform on the international stage. The Paris Olympics weren't just a triumph for Curry, they were a milestone for basketball history. His performances proved once and for all that Steph Curry is more than just a player. He is a force of nature. Even as Steph Curry approaches the twilight of his career, his performances remain nothing short of extraordinary. In the ongoing 2024 to 2025 NBA season, he is averaging 22.4 points, 6.5 assists, and 5.0 rebounds per game. These numbers, while impressive on their own, are only part of the story. In a Christmas Day showdown against the Los Angeles Lakers, Curry delivered a 38-point masterpiece, showcasing his ability to rise to the occasion on the league's biggest stages. Despite the Warriors' narrow 115-113 loss, Curry's brilliance was undeniable. His range, his handles, and his ability to make clutch plays remind us that even at 36, he remains a dominant force in the NBA. These performances are not merely impressive. They are a testament to Curry's enduring greatness. He defies the physical limitations of age, pushing the boundaries of what is possible for an athlete in his mid-30s. But Curry's recent heroics also raise an important question. How much longer will we have the privilege of witnessing such brilliance? For the first time, Steph Curry has begun to acknowledge the inevitable end of his career. In a recent interview, he stated, "It's okay to accept and acknowledge that the end is near. I want to enjoy these moments and appreciate what I'm able to do on the court." This admission adds a poignant layer to Curry's journey. It reminds fans that even legends are not immune to time. Curry's reflection is not one of resignation, but of gratitude, a recognition of the fleeting nature of greatness and the importance of savoring every moment. As fans, this is our call to action. Are we truly appreciating the historical significance of Steph Curry's career? Or are we taking for granted the once-in-a-generation talent before us? His acknowledgement of the finite nature of his playing days demands that we cherish every game, every shot, and every moment. Steph Curry's influence extends far beyond the basketball court. He has fundamentally reshaped the culture of basketball, inspiring a new generation of players and coaches to rethink the game. Before Curry, the three-point shot was a tactical option. Today, it is the centerpiece of modern basketball strategy. Young players across the globe are emulating his form, his range, and his audacity to pull up from anywhere on the court. Coaches at every level are designing offenses around principles that Curry popularized. But Curry's impact isn't just about basketball mechanics, it's about what he represents. He has shown that greatness doesn't have to come in the form of brute force or towering height. It can come from precision, intelligence, and relentless dedication. Curry's rise is a story of defying expectations and rewriting the rules of what is possible. Carmelo Anthony's words echo with truth and urgency. We may never see this again. Steph Curry's legacy is not just about statistics or accolades, it's about transformation. He has reshaped the way basketball is played, inspired millions, and set a new standard for excellence. Curry's career is a living reminder that greatness is fleeting. As fans, analysts, and historians, we must not wait until the final buzzer to appreciate the magnitude of his contributions. His story is still being written, but every chapter serves as a testament to his unparalleled brilliance. Steph Curry is more than the best shooter of all time. He is more than the second greatest ball handler in history. He is one of the greatest players ever to grace the game. And as the window to witness his greatness begins to close, we are called to celebrate every moment, every game, and every shot. Let us not take this for granted. Steph Curry's legacy is not just a chapter in basketball history, it is the story of a player who changed the game forever.